And today we are talking manufactured homes. They are no longer the backup plan. And Florida is leading the rebranding of manufactured housing. Hey everybody, welcome to MH Live. I'm Dave Siracusa here with Ed Salvatore. And today we are talking manufactured homes. You know, they are no longer the backup plan. It's really the main plan.
And they certainly are. And how the evolution of manufactured housing has moved from last option to a primary housing solution now.
That's right. We've got a lot to talk about. We're going to dive right into it. You know, it starts with those flocking snowbirds, Ed.
Yeah, the snowbirds.
And let's talk about how the snowbird flip happened. I mean, what's going on with snowbirds this year?
It's actually the ratio of snowbirds that have flipped. Back in the day, most of this communities were kind of geared towards a secondary housing for people coming in from the north and having a second home here in sunny Florida, get away from those harsh winters. And back then it was probably 70% snowbirds, 30% full-time residents at these communities. You could really feel a difference when the snowbird flocked out and went back up north. And now we've flipped it around. Things have changed drastically in the last 4 or 5 years. We're seeing a deflation of snowbirds. We're seeing the ratio flip.
Well, in our parks, at least. In our
communities. In the communities. That's what we're talking about, MH Live.
Right.
We're talking about manufactured home
They're
communities.
still around.
And they're a vital part of Florida. And they still come here. They might change their way of coming here.
They're still finding their place in the sun, but their nesting habits have changed.
Instead of purchasing one home and not having the flexibility and not wanting to be an RV and have the flexibility, they're going to more like Airbnb, VRBO. They can go to like the villages where there's a lot of competition. It's driving those prices down, and it's affordable to stay there three months, 4 months, instead of staying the 6 months that they would if they would have purchased a manufactured home.
And that's kind of what we're seeing in the communities today, where that flip we're talking about, because realistically, January through April, that was the snowbird time in these 55 plus communities where, you know, like I said, you could set your watch to, you know, January 15th, they're starting to come down every month, February 1st, March 1st, April 1st. There is a new wave of people coming out in Florida just to get out of the winter, maybe enjoy some warm weather, do their thing, spring break, bike week, race week. We have a lot of things going January, February, March, and April here in Florida. And they want to participate in that. But again, they're just nesting differently, and we've seen that this year especially.
Yeah, we have. We got more and more homes coming into the marketplace, and they're actually snowbird nest, and they are moving to different means. They're either upgrading to waterfront or upgrading to another manufactured home community, or they're either going back up north or possibly even going into residential living, sticks and bricks.
And that brings us right around full circle that the snowbirds are, okay, selling and moving on, but guess what? The people that are buying are more of the primary housing. They're using this as a primary house.
Absolutely. This is they're going to be their full-time home. So we've got full-time people coming in, taking these residents from these snowbirds.
And that's because of the retirement squeeze.
You got that, and you're also looking at very, very good product for value and price paid right
Absolutely.
now. It's a buyer's market, and you should be buying. If you're thinking about Florida right now, this is a time that you should be purchasing, because we never know when it's going to turn around and go the other way. And when it does, I have so many clients that come here and go, I could have purchased that home 2 years ago for this amount of money. Okay?
And I'm looking at the stock market today, right? Oh my God, the stock market's up a whole bunch today. But man, I was like, oh, should I buy? A week ago when it was really in the toilet. Yeah. I'm having some regret right now. I didn't buy because the market went up, and that's how it's going to be in our industry. This industry does not stay at the bottom very long.
No.
And you know, I'm going to say, buyers wise, this is a great time, like Ed was saying, because we are at the bottom of the market. We're very close to the bottom, if not at the bottom. If you're going to buy now is the time. We actually were talking about how the summer months are more of the best,
they're the best
months,
months.
right?
You got more people with more cash in their
It
hands.
used to be, people waited, they didn't buy a lot during the snowbird time because the snowbirds would buy them up and the prices. I remember people in November or October comes around, if they didn't sell their house by October, they would raise the price.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because
But
they knew the snowbirds
knew-
were coming in.
They knew
Right.
another market was coming in.
Right.
And it's kind of the opposite right now. I mean,
Right.
when you look at things, you're looking at people that perceive value. And I'm busy. I'm really busy because I'm not only listing, but I'm selling a lot of homes right now. And it's not me. Just me. I'm sure there's a lot of agents out there that are selling homes right now. If they aren't, then they should be. So, on that course, right there, we have a great opportunity for you if you're thinking about selling your home. This is a great time to
Right
list
now.
it with a reputable agency that specializes in the manufactured home lane, if you
Well,
would.
you need that. You need someone who's specializing in today's market. I mean,
Right.
again, we talked about the lays back in the past episodes about the neighbor selling it or whoever's going to sell it. You want to make sure it is the best company to sell the home because, there are companies out there that they'll take your listing and they don't really do anything for it. Sometimes they don't even put it on manufactured home websites, especially if you're with a real estate company. You don't want to go with a real estate company to sell a manufactured home. That's like going to a heart doctor. I'm sorry, it's like going to a foot doctor if you have a heart problem. Would
Right.
you go to a foot doctor if you had a heart problem? No. Then why would you go to a real estate company to sell a manufactured home? It just doesn't seem right. The retirement squeeze has really put the affordability aspect into manufactured homes right now.
Right.
And that's kind of what we're seeing with that snowbird flip. The snowbirds, maybe they didn't really hit us like they normally do every year. But that's okay, because the primary people that are using it for primary housing, they're coming into the game right now, so that's good.
Well, we're going to take a break here in a little bit, but first of all, if you're in the market for a new home or need stopping, someone to handle the whole project, we have you covered. SunBelt Homes is an online new home dealer to start. We provide amazing photos and specs, and our online-only status means we can save you thousands of dollars. And by the way, it's not just money we save you, it's a lot of time. We have decades of experience and can get the job done, not only fast, but responsibly. Senior management or ownership oversees every new home project. That's why we've been in business 18 years and have a 4.7 star rating on Google with thousands of views. So, let SunBelt Homes help you design your brand new home.
They could find our website. We have a lot of information in the library of our website. We have a lot of different pages about new homes. They could take a look at all the different floor plans and new homes. They can see about removal of homes. Our website's great information for anything in the mobile home business. But a lot of it is, I would say, talk to people like me. Pick up the phone and give me a call. That's the best way to do it. All right, welcome to MH Live. I'm Dave Syracuse here with Ed Salvatore. We are back and we are talking about how the evolution of manufactured housing has moved from the last option to the primary housing solution for 55 plus seniors.
Yep, and financially, it's why a lot of people, it's probably people's only option.
I believe it is too.
And if this is for ownership, if you want to own a house, if you want to own a manufactured home or be an owner, okay,
And can rent.
not renting an apartment, not renting a house, something you can walk away with and have value, money in your hands, especially now because the market's low. This is when you buy stocks, buy low, sell high.
Right.
This is when you buy real estate, buy low, sell high. But this is a great opportunity for you, and financially, this is a great move for you if you want to be an owner. So right now we have a lot of people that are transient right now because all their leases are coming up right now. Apartments, I'm working with a lot of people like this. Apartment leases are coming up, and especially this month, in the next few months. We can talk about that in a little bit. But Now is your option. Are you going to renew that lease? Are you going to just pay the man and do the $2,000, $2,300 a month, or buy or rent the house again for another $2,000, $2,300 a month, and just go with it? You're going to be in care of the lawn maintenance, stuff like that. You got to cover the plants. You got to do all that. It's all covered in part of your security deposit. Now, he's going to take care of if anything breaks, okay? But let's put the opposite. Let's say you go, instead of spending what's $2,000, let's say it's $2,000 a month, that's $24,000 a year. Let's say you put that towards buying a manufactured home. Now, you got a small little lot that you have, low maintenance. You got a smaller home, but bigger than an apartment, a lot larger than an apartment. And you also are an owner, and now you've got a chance to fix the house, not put your money into it, some sweat equity if you have skills, and raise the price of that to sell that home later in life, 2 or 3 years down the road. You don't have that option in apartments.
If you want, I mean, sometimes, again, if it's your primary housing,
once they get there, they love it.
I think now, again, this isn't, if we're talking more about primary housing, I think people are gonna stay in these houses longer.
They tiptoe in because they're not sure. They've never lived in a community like that. And so, yes, they're going to take a little walk on the wild side.
But remember, if it's a lot of people's only option, I mean, listen, some people, shoot, it's kind of even hard to go ahead and put $5,000 down for first, last, and security.
Right.
Right? Okay, so...
Exactly. So you're halfway, almost halfway
right,
there.
You're halfway there. I mean, you just sold a home for $10,000.
A very nice house. A very nice house.
For $10,000. And that house would be, we were talking about that, that house in 2019 would have been $40,000?
$35,000, $40,000.
$35,000 or $40,000 home, and I mean that's the discounts that you're getting today in this market. And people don't understand. They've got to come and buy now. They've got to get in the market.
That was like 2021, really, and that's when everybody was down here. They broke out of COVID, and they were just buying anything and everything. But you missed that window, so thank goodness you didn't do that. So So now look at you. 3 years later, 4 years later, you got a chance to buy a $35,000 house for $10,000.
And the market's going to go. The market's going to go up again.
Up.
This is how it goes. It goes up. One person told me a long time ago, money comes and money goes, and then it comes back again.
It comes
and then it goes again.
And it goes.
And it comes and it goes. And it comes and it goes. And it's all about when you're buying, when you're selling, and all that. And if you do it right, it's all about need too. If you need to sell, then you might have to take a little loss today because you need it, or you want it, and you can absorb it. And that's okay. If that's all good, that's okay. It's okay with you. It's okay with me.
Right. Exactly.
But that's in reality. The market goes up, the market goes down, just like real estate. I mean, if in the real estate market, people were averaging making 70% on their money in some of the projects that they were doing, flipping homes. Okay, and if in the real estate market, people were making that, but they were making 50% in the manufactured home market right here in communities. So they could make money in both areas if you're an investor or whatnot. But if you're gonna, again, use this for primary housing,
that's it.
You're probably going to wait it out, enjoy the community, enjoy the lifestyle, because that's what it's about, man. It's about lifestyle, especially when you're 60 years old, 65 years old, whatever, 70 years old. Who wants the hustle and bustle anymore?
But you're going to find that you might like this activity, all the activities. They have a great time.
Look at SunBelt homes that are ranging right now in Florida, $300,000 to $450,000 typically entry fee. Okay, manufactured home entry fee is about $20,000 to $250,000, depending on what you want.
What level?
Right. If you want to buy a $450,000 or $500,000 home, you'll love one of these $250,000 manufactured homes, and we have them in our inventory. You just go to SunBeltHomeSales.com, and you'll find a wide range of selection of homes right there. But we find that when you save that much money, it means a huge monthly savings. It means lower taxes, lower insurance. If you're insuring a $20,000 or $30,000 or $40,000 piece of property versus a $250,000 to $350,000 piece of property, that's going to be a big difference. It's going to be a big difference in a mortgage payment. It's a big difference.
It's a big difference in a layout of cash to start with.
Exactly, and that is why manufactured housing is being rebranded as one of the most affordable pieces of inventory here to get into Florida.
Yep, and to be an owner, and that's
To
the
be an
important
owner.
thing. Now, flipping, being a flip is like a four-letter word, really. It's not as popular as it was. Right now,
People got caught.
Yeah, and investors got caught too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Investors got caught, in the market, and that happens. If you're an investor, listen though, do I feel that bad for them? No. Okay, no. Because while the market was good, they made their money.
Yeah.
Okay, they made their money.
It's like staying in the casino too long.
That's exactly what happened. They stayed at the table too long.
Stayed at the table way too long.
Yes,
Get out of
yes,
Hard Rock.
yes.
But anyway, yeah, it's right now flipping is not the thing. Right now, I'm looking for full-time residents. That's what I want to focus on. That's going to be the plan. And the next 4 months is going to be very, very fruitful. It's going to bring a lot of people that have sold houses up north in all these major cities. It's going to bring people with cash that want to downsize, that want to do different things with their life. And it's going to bring these people right here to this area because there's about 150,000 villagers out there, and they all have family and friends throughout Florida. And hurricane season's coming, so if you're a hurricane chicken, then you want to start heading towards Central Florida.
Get on over. We got a home for you.
Come on, we're going to give you a big hug.
Let me
right
tell
there.
you, when the empty nesters, the people that are empty nesters, I'm becoming an empty nester. I've got small children, yeah. Well, they're adults now. They're in their 20s. And they're moving away. They're getting married and things like that. And so now I'm here with a big house, all by myself. Luckily, I live in Florida. But let me tell you, if I lived in Michigan, Ohio, New York, New Jersey, that house would be sold so fast, and I would be looking for lifestyle.
Right.
Because at my age, I'm turning 60. At my age, that's what's important to me, is lifestyle. I was talking to one of my friends. How much time do we really have left? I was 60 years old. How much time do I have left before I'm stuck on a couch and, watching TV, because that's all I can do at 80 or 85 years old or 90 years old. My goal is to live to 100, so, I'm not sure how much TV I'm going to be watching in my 90s. And I'm thinking it's going to be a lot. So, I want to enjoy some social life before then. And what a great idea, moving into a 55-plus retirement community. It's got pickleball, softball, it's got, all the things that I would want to do.
And speaking of 90 years old, I just met Sam. I'm listing his home. He's going to be at Grand Island Resort. He's been there for 19 years. He's 91 years old.
I love it.
91 years old. And he's finally given it up. So, he was a temporary kind of guy, too. He started out at Lakeside Village, and then he moved over to Grand Island Resort, and he stayed and stayed and stayed, kept coming back every year,
90 years old.
Now, remember, folks, when you're purchasing these homes from these that are second-party homes, and they're snowbirds, these people have only using this 6 months out of the year. I mean, you got a lot less maintenance here. Wear and tear on the home is actually for as far as people living there. So you're buying kind of like Grandma's car that she went to church in on Sunday.
I only got 10,000 miles a year going.
Yeah. You got low mileage on that thing.
Right.
Low mileage on the furniture and carpet,
But
vinyl plank floors.
At the 55 plus living is exploding right now. It really
Villages.
is.
And look at all these people trying to copy the villages.
Yeah. I just believe it's the fun. They want the fun, man.
They want the fun, they want the friendship.
Yeah.
So it's a lifestyle, it's a pure lifestyle. And look at all these people that are coming to the center of the state because they don't like those gymnasiums during hurricanes. They hate those things.
Yeah, and it's getting towards that time where people are starting to think what to do, where to go.
They're coming off the coast, they're looking here from the coast right now.
We're really getting after the hurricane.
They're trying to sell those houses on that coast right now.
It's hard.
You want to talk about inventory. Oh man, they are stacked and packed down there.
Yeah.
So as soon as they sell, they're coming up here, Central Florida. They're not going back up to New Jersey. They're staying right here in Central Florida.
It's a great time right now to list your home because we really expect a good summer.
Oh.
I mean, we really do.
Spring and summer.
Spring and summer. We really expect a good April, May, June, and July.
Yeah.
They were typically our strongest months,
Yep.
year after year. So again, April and July were two of our strongest months. We spoke about that last year, and we're expecting the same this year. And man, we are killing it right now for April.
Right.
I mean, you just brought a couple contracts in today.
Right, and I've brought in a lot of listings too.
Yep.
And that's the thing about it, folks. You guys think that, you're going to go back to Michigan, you're going to go back to wherever you go back to. Leave your home in a good place. Leave it with SunBelt Homes. We are professionals. We brand our company to be the best in the area. We work extra hard, extra, more time, more money spent on your house as far as marketing. We do total market coverage. Look at us today. We're doing a podcast. We're on a radio show. Nobody does that. They're not going to do that. They're not even going to spend an extra dime or two to put it on websites that they have to pay for. They're not going to do that. Why would they do that? They're just going to just wait and work on MLS, your multiple searches.
Yeah, MLSs.
MLS, that's what they're going to depend on, just kind of go from there.
Yeah.
But, today.
You need more, Ed.
You look at what we're doing on Facebook, look what we're doing on Instagram, look what we're doing everywhere. And all these parts are just watching us. These other companies are just watching what we're doing.
They are, because we're watching them, and we don't see anything.
No, I don't see anything.
They have stopped spending, and when someone stops spending, that's a red flag.
Oh, that means that they're not doing as well.
That means they're not selling, and they're not buying, they're not selling, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing in this industry. And that's going to hurt their clients, because if they're not getting that exposure, if they're not constantly getting new listings, because we get probably about 30 to 40 listings a month new, and those new listings, it's like new bait in the water.
And they're selling.
Yeah, well, that's right, but it brings more buyers. The more listings, the more buyers. So, having 200 plus listings, we've got a lot of bait in the water, and people definitely want to check us out and scroll through our listings, and they normally find something because there's 200 of them.
Yeah, you're going to find something from any kind of price range that you're in. Whatever your budget is, get on SunBeltHomeSales.com right now. Or today, or a friend or family member that needs to come to Florida. I'm going to be talking to people that they're trying to get their daughter down here. But I'm just saying, get on to SunBeltHomeSales.com. Find a way to use that website. It's very simple. Manufactured home search, filters, pick your county, pick your price, click it, update it, search it, and you'll find what you're looking for. Any price range you're in. I'm very secure in telling you any price range. We have nice houses.
This is the first window in years that the buyers have the leverage.
Right. They are golden right now. Buy. There you go.
Right, that's right. Okay, well, we're looking at another break. Boy, they come up quick, don't they, Ed?
Oh, that's because this show just cruises.
I'll tell you, the old thinking. Let me talk about the old thinking. Camper homes, cheap, temporary, and the new reality, modern design, open layouts, high-end finishes, comparable safety and efficiency to site-built home, primary housing solution for Florida seniors. This is not your grandparents' mobile home anymore. If you're in the market for a new home and you need a one-stop shopping, someone to handle the whole project, we've got you covered. SunBelt Homes is an online new home dealer. We provide amazing photos and specs, and our online-only status means we can save you thousands and thousands of dollars. We have decades of experience and can get the job done not only fast, but responsibly. We've been in business for 18 years and have a 4.7-star rating on Google with hundreds and hundreds of happy comments. If you want something that's very affordable, we could build something solid that's going to be very good. We'll build something really nice for you. It just depends on what you want and how far you want to go with it. Because you could build one of these just like a regular home. I mean, you could put more insulation in the ceiling, more insulation in the floors. We could put impact-resistant windows on them if you want. We actually can make them a smart home if you really want to go that route, but all that costs more money. So you always know what's going to cost with just your regular options. And then if you want a little bit something special or you think you deserve a little bit more, we're able to do that for you too. And Ed, how you doing? I'm Dave.
I'm doing wonderful. It's great weather. Yeah. We're doing a great radio show and podcast, and
the weather is good. The weather's been rainy though.
Yeah, we need it.
I know, but it's been cold too. It was like 70.
Oh, yeah.
Freezing.
I mean,
Freezing, man.
it's terrible out there.
It's 72 this morning or something.
Anyway.
Ed, with all the homes on the market right now,
Mhm.
how do buyers notice people's homes? I mean, how are the homes being noticed?
Well, they're being noticed on all these different websites. Now, some of the websites provide just information for residential homes, and they squeeze in these manufactured housing communities and stuff, but they don't give them all the right details. They don't know if they're pet friendly, what their fees are. They don't give them the information if they have a marina or what it
Some
charges.
even give the wrong details, like Zillow, and we don't have any control
Yes,
of that.
estimates and stuff like this.
It's
People come in
ridiculous.
and they think that that's realistic. It is not. You need to focus on manufactured home websites only, like SunBeltHomesales.com, like MH Village. A lot of people will not put their homes on MH Village because these companies don't want to spend that money to put it on there. Sunbelt's on there. We believe in total market coverage. We want every aspect of this. We want everybody to see this.
And-
If they're specifically looking for manufactured homes, they should be on a website that gives them full details on how to live that life.
And MH Village is one that is like the MLS for manufactured homes. If
Yeah.
you're not on MH Village, it's very hard to kind of comprehend why not. Why wouldn't you? The only reason you're not on it because you don't want to pay a $50 fee to put a home on it.
For each home.
Wow, that is really remarkable. It's selfish.
Greedy.
Remarkable.
I'd say greedy.
I
It's greedy.
don't know. I'm glad that SunBelt Homes takes the marketing off the agent and we handle all that for
Right.
them.
Another reason why the buyers are gonna see these homes is because we're gonna do correct pricing. We're gonna do comparatively, we're gonna compare the market, and we're gonna put the right price on the house to make them click. That's a big thing. A lot of people just wanna put the highest price just to get the listing. I'm gonna tell you the realistic price.
Or they do it like this. How much do you want for your home? How much do you want for it?
55.
Okay.
Or they'll go, I think we get 58.
Yeah, right,
there you
right.
go.
Get them all excited.
But that's they're just trying to hook you. We don't want to hook you. The whole goal is to team up with you, myself, and sell your home. That's the goal. I'm not trying to collect homes. I'm not like that.
No.
I want to analyze your community, your house, the individuality of your house, where it's positioned in the market. I want to give you a real number that the home is going to sell at.
So Ed, to sum it all up, I think the with all the homes on the market, the best thing to do is to pick the right company and agent to sell the home and partner with the right company and agent.
Exactly. When you're paying high lot rent, okay, if you're going
Right.
to pay high lot rent, you don't want to look for a rock bottom commission type
No.
broker. A bargain basement agents is not what you're looking for. If you were in trouble in the law, would you look for the cheapest lawyer?
That's good.
If you had health issues, would you look for the cheapest specialist? This is what we are. We specialize in manufactured housing. We're not a realty company. We're actually specializing in manufactured homes. In fact, SunBelt, we actually have that in our name. It's SunBelt Mobile Home Resales.
Right.
I mean, that's what we do, and SunBelt Home Sales. But the whole focus here is basically on community housing.
That's right. 55 plus retirement living.
That's what we do. That's our lane.
That's our bread and butter. For sure.
Yep.
Though we do everything in the mobile home business. We will remove homes. We'll put new homes on lots. We will do land development. We'll do it all. We are a one-stop shop for manufactured homes. 19 years in the business, we can do anything in this industry now.
Now, let me focus on the snowbirds again. When you're paying high fees as a snowbird, as this is your winter home, don't you get here early? You get here in October. And you're paying an $800 lot rent or whatever, you're going to be here early. If you're paying $500, you might sneak in here around January. That's not a big deal.
Right.
But doesn't it hold true the same way when you're exiting? If you're paying that amount of money, don't you want to get out faster? Each month that goes by, you're reducing your net.
That's right.
So I would say get with a specialist in this field, and because it's a very important time right now. It's very competitive. You need to have the edge. You need to have the right company and the right agent right now.
Right, so go to SunBeltHomeSales.com, or you can check us out on Facebook. I believe we're Facebook Live right now. Hello, all the Facebook people out there. Happy to see you. Go to our YouTube channel at SunBelt Home Sales and check out the podcast there. You can also go to, we're on Instagram. We're on Zillow, Trulia, MH Village,
Our own website.
Realtor.com. We're everywhere. You're going to find Sunbelt Homes everywhere. Go ahead and Google us. We have a 4.7 star Google rating, over 330, I believe, happy clients that actually spoke about it. And we have thousands and thousands of happy clients throughout the years.
Oh, yeah. But these are the ones that took the extra time out to do this.
But you made a good a good point, Ed, about hiring the agent, not paying that rock bottom price. You know, there's so many people that want to negotiate that 1% commission, and they choose the wrong agent over a 1 or 2% higher commission, and that realistically is such a small amount of money.
That is really a small amount of money, and especially when 1 or 2 months makes a huge difference. That percent point goes to heck.
They think they're in real estate when they're negotiating with a manufactured home agent. They think they're in real estate sometimes, and the listing's $450,000, where 2% would matter quite a bit.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
But when we're at a $20,000 or $30,000 listing, 2% is $500. And do you really want to sacrifice that to get a subpar agent? Basically, what I'm trying to say is, the bargain basement isn't what you want to do, especially if you're in a high lot rent situation. You know, go with a pro, spend a little more with that pro, and you're going to see results a lot quicker.
And you're going to see a lot of these companies hire so many people, so many agents. They just throw them out there. You know, I bought a house. I want to just go on out there. You can make some money. You can do it. But it's your money that they're spending. Again, if you hire someone that's not qualified, that hasn't been doing this long, doesn't know the ropes, isn't eager to sell your home, they're just eager to get a listing, then you're probably going to be the one that suffers.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people are so proud to put that sign in the yard, but once that sign gets in the yard,
they think the game's over.
Yeah,
perfect, man. I got a sign on Apple Way. Boy, I'm a happy guy. That's when it begins. That's when the work begins.
Right there.
For us. It's we're happy to get the listing. We don't celebrate that. The champagne's popped when we sell it.
That's right. It takes our whole team to sell it, whether it's Jackie doing the marketing, Lynn putting the listing in, Teresa closing the homes and dealing with the clients, Claudia managing the park approvals and the park liaison work. I mean, it really does take a whole team to do it right, and that is why we hold a 4.7 star Google review. You don't see many dealers holding a high review. You know, if you go through the internet, you'll find dealers in the 3.3, 3.2 range.
Yep.
And I cringe when I see that. If I ever had a 3.2 rating, I'd cringe. I'd be a cringer. I don't know if I'd be in business.
Back to this area right now, this month right now, April, May, June, very, very important months to have your house on the market. Very important, folks. And you buyers, you can buy them all up. But I'm telling you right now, if you're selling, you're going back up north, leave your homes with us. It's going to be, we're going to take care of it. We actually go out and look at the homes after storms. And I shoot pictures to everybody.
I was just going to say that, you know, we do go over and beyond the call of duty when it comes to taking care of a home that we know the people have gone north. Right. But we wanted you to know that after 18 and 19 years being in this business, we got you guys covered.
Absolutely, and it's 777 with me, so we want to make sure that you are covered. And we spend a lot of money, and you guys see what we're doing. Spend a lot of money. We kept our commissions the same. You dropped your commission so you could get more listings, right. And you're going to drop their prices just like you did your commission. So that's the point I'm trying to make. Be careful who you get in bed with that, because it can be very bad. And if it says realty, I'm going to tell you, you'll tickle for next week. We're going to give you the real on realtors. We're ready to go. I can't wait till the real estate market changes.
Yeah.
So they stop calling me
Yeah.
with their clients at $10,000 and $20,000. That's just a shame.
Again, affordability, and this is why manufactured housing has gone to become the premier housing here in Florida.
It is, and it's going to start raising. So you guys better get used to it. So buyers get out there and set it all up
And
on our line.
They're not just buying square footage either.
No, they're
you
buying
know?
lifestyles.
Absolutely.
You
That's
have
what's
to
going
have
on.
that lifestyle.
Yes.
That's what you want.
Activities.
You want security,
Yep.
a great lifestyle, activities. And what does that bring? Better health.
Yep. Longevity.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
living with your peers. You don't have a 30-year-old, replacing an engine in the driveway next door or
No.
changing the oil.
then
You don't have that.
And in these apartments, you're not having kids bouncing basketballs
Oh,
up there
yes.
practice. It's basketball season again.
That's right.
Bum, 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 bum.
And you're not walking upstairs to bring your groceries. There's just so
No,
many benefits of
no.
living in a 55-plus house in a
Pull
community.
up underneath your own carport.
Yeah.
You go into your house.
Outdoor living in your Florida room or your
It's-
screen
It's
room.
wonderful.
It is, Ed. I mean, and you live in one.
I do.
I mean, you live in a community, you live in a manufactured
Absolutely.
home. Now, you really did
I
a
would-
great job with your home. You really did some Art Deco work on that. And really put your yard, I think you got Yard of the Month, didn't
I'm
you?
a designer. They don't give me any
No.
accolades at all. I could
You
have
had-
Disney Christmas. I wouldn't get
I was going to say,
I wouldn't even get a thumbs up over there. It
you
doesn't
had a
matter to
really
me.
good Christmas show
Oh
the
yeah,
last couple
I
of
have
years.
bubbles, lights, I had it all,
Yeah.
smoke.
Yeah.
I got it all going.
Yeah, and that's inside, and that's in a community. You've been
Yeah.
living in a community for how long now, Ed?
11 years.
11 years. Now, you came from a single-family home.
Oh yeah.
Right,
Mount Dora.
down in Mount Dora, Florida.
Yeah,
And what was your main reason to shift into the manufacturing community?
It was the '08 crash of my construction company and design company.
Okay.
That kind of got me there. So a lot of people fell into that. But if you're in
Affordability.
construction, if you're in construction, it was a hard time back then.
Back then it was. Yep, everything stopped, so I get it. Yeah. All right. Well, wow, we just wrapped up a whole nother episode. Hey, you're listening to the MH Live, SunBelt Homes. Go to sunbelthomes.com for all your manufactured home needs. We'll be there. We've been here 19 years. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.